In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve quadratic equations when you've been given a worded problem or an application. So there are a couple of steps that you really need to follow when you're solving. And the first thing is you've got to define your variables. So you must say, oh, let x equals the length of the side or whatever you're doing. Where possible, when you're defining, draw a diagram. Obviously that's not always possible, but it usually helps you just to understand the problem. The second step is to write an equation. And then the third step is to solve. And then the fourth step is to answer the question that you've been asked and use words to answer. Okay? Because you'll be surprised how many people don't answer the question. Okay, let's run through an example. The area of a rectangle is fixed at 28 square meters and its length is 3 meters more than its width. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. So the first thing I'm going to do is define my variables, and I'm going to do this by drawing a diagram. So I've got to highlight parts that are really important in the question. So the area is fixed at 28 and its length is 3 meters more than its width. So those two things are very important. So let's let x be the length. Okay. Oh no, sorry, the width. Let's let x be the width. Therefore the length is x plus 3. And I'm actually going to say let x be the width. Okay, and inside the rectangle I'm going to write that it's 28 meters squared because that just tells me that's its area. Now, from that, I'm going to use my knowledge of areas of rectangles to work out a formula for the area. So the area of a rectangle is length times width. So in this case, the area is going to be x multiplied by x plus 3. And of course that area is equal to 28, so when I expand the right hand side I get x squared plus 3x, and of course that's equal to 28. Now the third step is solve the equation. So we can see it's a quadratic, so I'm going to move the 28 over to the other side to get the whole equation equal to 0. So I get x squared plus 3x, minus 28. Now, this can easily be factorized by looking at the two products, the two numbers that multiply together to make minus 28. So I'm looking at positive 7 and negative 4. Let's just check that. Minus 7 plus 4 equals 3. So it's going to be x plus 7 multiplied by x minus 4. And of course that's equal to 0. Now we're going to use the null factor law to solve this. So I'm actually saying what I'm doing. So either x plus 7 equals 0 or x minus 4 equals 0. So solving each of those individual equations, that leaves me with x equals negative 7 and x equals 4. Now let's go back to the original question and try and make some sense of our answer. Look at this. Can we have a negative length? No. X has to be greater than 0. So we can ignore that solution due to that. So therefore our solution is x equals 4. Now let's go and answer the question. The width of the rectangle was x, so the width is 4 meters, put it in terms of the units as well, and the length was x plus 3, so therefore the length is going to be 4 plus 3, which is 7 meters.